In Providence, everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Y'all shit messing up already? Huh? It sort of was messing up already.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. You look at this Steeler defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's May. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. May going to give it to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Harmon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here we go, set. 60 bison, 60 bison.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. With a free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A 5-receiver set here. It's 3rd down and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bo Melton, 57 yards. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell.
Yeah, we got to have the same record. 1 and 2, goddamn.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air, May. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Henderson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing here is May.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
In punt formation for the Patriots.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And this returnable for Hill. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Metcalf motions left.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Okay, break. Let's go.
In motion, Hill.
Let's go.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Patriots nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Rico Dowdle,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
An extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's May. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs,
39 yards.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now he's into the clear again.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. In motion, Hill. He'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact lulled time there, and now 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 26-yard.
Boswell's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
19 Tiger. 18 Copper.
They run here with Dowdle.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up a throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30.
Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Yeah, that's how I make catch feel. It feel like you fighting like 10 people at one time and shit.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, and so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail,
That motherfucker should have
this
been
goes
kicked.
back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Jesus.
Got a man, it's Keyshawn Boutte. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a second and 10.
Crazy.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Patriots first down.
From the gun, it's made. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, no matter what, you have my permission. If you want to quit at halftime, you can concede at halftime. Cause this is BTA right here.
Time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Yeah, you want to concede at half.
Catches now. That one for 16. And another
This is me to do a favor, bro. Because if you don't concede, I'm guaranteed I'm putting up 7.
Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Darnell Washington as the first half is winding down. And the
Who
Steelers
unleashed
will
the
extend
beast?
their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from
unleashed
just
the
beyond the
beast?
goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a
That should have
chance
been
for
set.
one more quick play and
That
then
is
another
saved right there.
timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Get that quarterback.
And they go play action with May.
And he's going to
Nope.
throw one up
Nope.
to the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. On the draw, this is Henderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's another Patriots.
Here's May. Got a man, Boutte.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Patriots, first down. First down and goal
So
to go.
3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Stevenson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Derek Harmon
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Five. Hey, here goes throw.
To throw, it's May. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll throw with May. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
May going to try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. And when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. In motion, Hill. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Hey, just go ahead and concede, though. I'm telling you, I might put up 100.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger
I
here
put
in the
up
third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here is May. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Straight ahead, Henderson.
Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trevion Henderson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are able to at least get one score back. Borregales now for the extra point.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Patriots 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I told you to go ahead and
First and 10.
I told you to go
On
ahead and
this
shoot.
drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll take this to the 46.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. With the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes,
Nah, why you
it
say
will.
that?
And he's got a first down to boot.
I ain't said
Back
that.
to throw. Howard. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
They
do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of 22 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Howard operating from the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, you gonna play the whole game?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th as time has run out on quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good reason. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. May.
Don't get scared, Dr.
Henry. And he has a big gain.
Don't get scared. You already up through that, man.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air, May.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They go play action now. May.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some
Boy, that was a pick six.
so far. Forced some throws into
All the
coverage.
way a
He's already
pick
been
six.
picked off in this game. 4th down now.
He was gone.
Play his fortune on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going on 4th down. May.
There you go.
And he's going to be
Oh, he
intercepted
gone.
3rd time. And the Steelers are going to take over one.
Good game.